Hey, welcome back to Livingstone Ranch. So it's time to paint the coop. First thing we need to do is get it ready. This is the walls are done with a laminate flooring, and so I just want to make sure my paint sticks. So we're going to start with this crud getter pre-paint cleaner. It says you don't need to rinse it. I've never used it before, so we'll see how that goes. And then I got this Seal Grip Gripper Primer. Um, I also have never used this before, so we'll see how that goes. My paint's all Benjamin Moore, so I expect that's going to be great. The first thing I need to do is get everything cleaned up, so we'll do that, and then I'm going to caulk my joints and yeah, and get painting. So this product says you can just spray it on, wipe it. It does say to turn your towel often. But once it's dry, it says you can go ahead and paint. So that's why I grabbed it. I really I really don't enjoy doing something with like a TSP, putting it on there, and then having to rinse it all off again, and then hopefully excuse me, hopefully you get it all, and you don't have any of that residue behind. So I thought I'd try this. It had good reviews, so hopefully this works out good. We got everything cleaned, and this isn't a review for Crud Getter. I don't know where I put the bottle, but so far, pretty impressed with it. It cleaned everything off really simply, and I'm not supposed to rinse it. So we'll see how well the paint sticks. If the paint sticks, for a long time, I'll let you know. But so far, so good. I did wash the bottom section too. I did that just with water. That's not going to get painted, but I just wanted it to kind of look nice for the first time my wife comes out and sees it. I hope, I want it to look nice for her. So I wash that with just with water. So when I am gonna caulk against a surface that I don't want caulking all over, I like to tape it, especially if I'm gonna paint it afterwards. So I'm gonna tape the surface that I don't want the caulking on. I'm gonna give it a little bit of room for that caulking to stick. And like this, because this is actually flooring, I'm not too concerned about it. I'm basically going to leave this on. I'm going to caulk it, and then I'm going to leave it on until after I paint, and then I'm going to pull that tape. So I'm going to do that, and everywhere that I don't want to have the caulking on it, this lower section is going to stay like this. And so even in the corners where I have tan caulking, and I just don't want it all over the place, I'm going to tape that too, and then I'm going to run my bead of caulk and peel that tape off. Okay, so that's just how I like to do it. Doesn't mean it's the right way. But I'll do it like that. I'll paint. That caulking is going to keep that paint from getting behind the tape. And so I can paint and then pull this off and have a nice clean line. But I get the rest of this caulked and we'll come back with paint. Okay, you see how nice and clean the line is if I caulk it like that and then do my painting. The caulking keeps any of that paint from seeping underneath the blue paint or the blue tape. And sometimes it can be a hassle to peel it, but it definitely makes for a nice line if you're going up against, if you're going to caulk it up against something that you're not going to be painting, like this flooring here. It makes for a nice clean paint line and caulk line. So we have everything painted. I didn't pick the color scheme here. I did use exterior paint on everything, and that's primarily just for the water if we end up hosing this thing out. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it looks. And again, you can take a look and see here just this joint here I taped before I caulked it. And and then I caulked it, left the tape, painted, and then peeled the tape. And that caulking really just does act as a nice blockage for paint to seep through. I really do like it. It works out really well. So again, pretty happy with how it looks. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to Livingstone Ranch and look for our next video for the chicken coop.